Ladies and gentlemen, man, what it is, what it ain't, what it do, what it can't.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? Open Run Podcast back in action. Y'all already know what it is, man. Your boy Cinco here. Gino, I ain't gonna say what I want to say. And Twan did a building, man. You know what I'm saying? Memphis Diggy late. So I don't know if he gonna make this episode, but it is what it is.
Yes, what it is.
I just want to go ahead and point out that
Meth on his Will Smith tonight, man.
It's crazy.
But listen, man, I just want, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of Will Smith, the Warriors just smacked the dog shit out of the Dallas Mavericks. Miami smacked the shit out of the Celtics yesterday.
Hold on. Oh. Smack. Then they win by like 11.
They let y'all come back in the game. End of the game. Come on, man. Niggas was finna put their subs in, bro. They was out there just letting y'all, you know what I'm saying, come back in, make the score look a little better.
You know the Celtics won every quarter but the third, right?
Yeah, that was a 39-14 third quarter.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's where they lost the game.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
Tatum, 6 turnovers in a quarter?
Smack is kind of crazy.
Smack is crazy, bro.
6 turnovers in a quarter?
But listen, bro, this is the NBA. This is game one. Milwaukee won game one in Boston. Look how that turned out. This is basketball. This is why I say to y'all all the time, because y'all, I know that you for sure, Bob, don't watch the NFL that much. But in the NFL, it's a different ball game because you literally have that one game. So right. you can literally look at each quarter like it's game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4. Whereas with basketball, game 1, you can't panic, bro. You cannot panic. It's not a series until the away team wins one. So we'll see what's going on game 2. But
I just don't know if I really believe in y'all without Marcus Smart and Al Horford.
Oh, believe me, if them brothers ain't coming back,
yeah, that's tough. Yeah.
You want to shoot over just a little bit, baby.
You for sure can't overreact, though. You feel me? Like,
facts.
It's one game. I think. I mean, obviously, game 1 is a fill-out game, but certain things do kind of carry over if you pay attention. After that first game, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. I think we shall see. Hopefully, Marcus Smart can play at least. I don't really. Marcus Smart and Al not playing, and everybody in the world know y'all. I'm not trying to be like that, but
listen, bro.
I think y'all need more of Marcus Smart than Al Horford, though. I mean, y'all need both, but if I had to just pick one, I think y'all need more Marcus Smart.
Yeah, more Marcus Smart for sure. But when I look at it, y'all know the Heat don't have Kyle Lowry either. So I mean,
listen. I think Marcus, for the same reason y'all thinking it, not just the defensive side, but to help that offense, because God knows in that third quarter, it needed it. But when you look at Al Horford versus Robert Williams, he had 17 and 9, whatever he caught lobs. Y'all may not study him that much. He is so lazy, bro. He's been lazy since the day they drafted him.
And he can't shoot either. He can't shoot either.
He can shoot, actually. He can't shoot threes.
He can't. That's what I'm saying. He can't shoot threes. That midi ain't enough. This is the NBA. That midi ain't enough to space that flow. Only nigga that can pick and pop in that midi and make it look good is LaMarcus Aldridge.
Right. So you stealing my thunder because Al Horford stretches out the flow in a great way. He's not a big that can shoot. He can just shoot. Because bigs that can shoot, they're going to hit it maybe 30% of the time. Al Horford got a burner, bro. And so it's literally where guards got to contest. He also got the inside game offensively, but just the effort on defense and the IQ. Because Robert Williams, he don't switch like everybody else switches. He's just not as involved and is wise on defense or offense, in my opinion. Then you got Daniel Tice. On offense. Defensively, I love Dan. He's amazing, but offensively, he hurts us. He can hit the outside ball, but he don't know when to cut, flare, his screen and pop or roll. It just so they expose that. I don't think that down the stretch, if we get Al Horford back, that Bam can keep up with all that. Because when you have Al Horford starting and Robert Williams filling in that role afterwards, then that puts a lot of pressure on Bam.
But that's going to turn the lineup up, though, because when I feel like Spoelstra's smart enough that when Robert Williams comes in the game, then he'll go to Dedmon.
Dedmon is no good in a pick and roll situation.
I mean, but shit, that's still, I mean, Dedmon and Robert Williams are damn near cancel each other out.
No, they don't, bro. At all. Tatum and Robert Williams or JB and Robert Williams in a pick and roll, makes dead man a dead man.
But I mean, all he got to do is hard show and get back.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can show for a long time trying to get back to Robert Williams. You can't show like that trying to get back to Al Horford.
Well, I'm not gonna pick everything apart in detail after game one, but I'm just telling you.
I get that Kobe Bryant out here and put them triangles and them red lights on that court.
I'm just saying, bro. Yes, Marcus is probably a bigger role than
he's more valuable than Horford.
Not as much as you think.
I was about to say you can't overreact, man. Can't overreact. One game, and we got a lot to see, man. We don't even know if those guys will be able to come back yet. At least we know Horford not gonna be back game 2 for sure. But
and it's the same with Golden State, where Wiggins carried Steph early on. Steph was broke, wasn't hitting shots, and that momentum turned things on later on for those guys.
Yeah,
Luka had I think this was his worst playoff game today.
Probably.
Today, and they lost by I think almost 20. So, like you said, Twan, or it might have been more than 20.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit over 20.
Like was getting their ass whooped though.
Yeah, but Luka had his worst game I've seen in the playoffs, and they were at Oracle Stadium, Oracle Arena, Q. What I say was the hardest place to play in the NBA.
They're not in Oracle no more, are they?
Not in Oracle.
Well,
yeah, it's called,
you know that.
I know you.
That's not the hardest place to play though.
In my opinion, it is. I'm sorry.
What do you think it is, Bobby?
Some people say TD Garden.
Are we talking playoffs or regular season or just in general?
Just in general, bro.
Yeah, in general.
In general, I would say the hardest place to play.
To me, over the last 5-6 years, without a doubt, has been at Warriors. I'm sorry.
It might be.
People say TD Garden.
It might be. Might be because y'all fans at home, especially in the playoffs, that shit is different, bro. Like you can hear that shit through the T. If you got that shit on the sound bar, you just like, bro, come on, man. When that defensive chant start coming in, it's like, bro, and you don't even gotta be there, but like, for a motherfucker who like me who listen to this shit on the sound bar, I just know like if I'm there, I gotta scream plays out. Like you can't
but
really.
Y'all saw Game 7, bro. The Bucks was shook. They were shook.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how the conversation came up because I was telling Q that Game 1 in Miami is not going to be Game 3 in Boston at all, crowd-wise. They talk about Miami and South Beach and blah. It's like those fans ain't Celtic fans. But I was telling her that the last place I want to play a playoff game is at the Warriors Stadium, bro. They got the craziest freaking fans. To me, they got the craziest fans in the league, man.
Have y'all ever seen and this is, I used to say this a lot, and it's kind of off topic, but have y'all ever watched like highlights of like a EuroLeague playoff game or like a EuroLeague?
Not highlights, but I've seen like certain clips come across like.
When I tell y'all that Europe, like EuroLeague fans are better than American fans across the board. I mean, I say like TD Garden Game 7 times like 3.
God dang.
And I'll tell you why, bro. Because when American fans, you can only come to the game. You can sit down, you can watch the game, you can cheer, defense, whatever. Bro, they can be there doing the same shit, but they got a section where they like playing drums and shit. At the top, they got another section where they can fucking wave flamethrowers and shit. They got the full body paints and the flags and the flip, bro. And it's loud every single possession. You gotta think, if a motherfucker make a layup in TD Garden, you'll get some yays, you'll get some claps. Man, they make a layup in fucking Monaco. Like, nigga, it's crazy, bro. I'm like, nah, you can't really beat that shit. So it's literally like times 3, bro. Like, I'm gonna send y'all a link one day of EuroLeague playoff highlights and just watch the crowd. It's like, that's the shit. That'll rattle a nigga, bro.
I'll watch it.
That'll rattle a nigga for real. But I'm gonna give my prediction, and I'm gonna say, Gene don't like my prediction, but I'm gonna say Heat in 7 for the reasons of what I saw in Game 1. I know Marcus Smart didn't play. I know he didn't play. I know Al Horford didn't play. But what I said before that had nothing to do with even Marcus Smart or Al Horford. They have so many bodies that they can throw at Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And then if they have a different person off of one of those two. The way that those same guys play help defense is crazy. Yeah, hyper switch everything. So Tatum could be in a pick and roll and Bam will switch. Then try to get another pick and roll thinking he gonna get a mismatch, and Jimmy Butler will switch. Then try to do it again. I even saw Caleb Martin get 1 or 2 stops. But they have so many 6'6", 6'7".
Shout out Caleb Martin because he worked hard. Bob, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Celtics won game 4 with Al scoring 30. They won game 7 with Grant Williams scoring 27. And Tatum only had like 26 in the closeout game, which he was very efficient with his 26. What I'm trying to tell you is what I've been telling you since Brooklyn. The Celtics find a way to win. They don't have to have JB and JT scoring all the points. That's what Ime Udoka has figured out since January.
They don't have to, but they have to in a sense. You got to think though. Budenholzer's game plan suck ass.
Yes,
it suck ass. Their game, his game plan was to let a 41% 3-point shooter on the season shoot threes to beat y'all. And after he started making threes, there was no adjustments. He lived with that. The rest of the game, he lived with that. He didn't make an adjustment. So it's like, yeah, you say, oh well, Grant Williams is going 27, but if you got PJ Tucker on Grant Williams, he's not going to guard the paint like Brook Lopez was. He's going to stop Grant from shooting those threes and running them off the line.
So if Grant's not on Tatum and JB, and they got who? Book?
PJ?
Not, if
PJ
PJ's on Grant.
You got Jimmy on him, Bam will switch on him, you got Oladipo on him. You still got 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8" wings guarding him.
This sounds weird to the untrained eye, but Marcus Smart can get a bucket. He really can. Horford can go get a bucket.
Right.
I believe in Marcus Smart going to get a bucket sometimes, but if I had to really force my game plan and say our game plan is to let Marcus Smart get a bucket, I'm going to live.
Bro, if you got Smart on the post against Tyler Hero, he's getting that bucket. I'm sorry.
I'm going to live.
Okay, go ahead, Torn.
No, I was just gonna say, like a lot of these guys that's in the league, you know, a lot of schools that they came from, they were the man, you know, where they were.
Yeah.
Marcus Smart coming into the league, like obviously we knew he could defend and stuff like that, but Marcus Smart was scoring in college.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of players around the league like that. That's role players, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, when I say somebody got game, sometimes I'll be getting terrorized a little bit, but shoot, you can go get a bucket, man. Like these role players, telling you, man, they be a lot more what you think. They just have certain roles on these teams. So.
Yep. Facts, bro.
I mean, I'm not saying Marcus Smart is a tier level scorer of a Jayson Tatum. You know, I'm just saying that he's capable. Like I was. Like,
I'm living. If we're gonna, I'm telling y'all right now, if we're gonna sit here. Let Marcus Smart go get a bucket. And let's just say this. If Marcus Smart get hot, y'all know how he is. I watched him at Oklahoma State too, so I know how he is when he starts getting hot. He's going to try to go get that 30. I'm going to live with Marcus Smart hunting his 30 and Tatum sitting in the corner watching.
Yeah, I'm not saying Marcus going to go get 30, but in game 6, he gets 21. You understand what I'm saying?
How many times in the playoffs has he scored 20? I got him doing it once against Brooklyn.
He did it when he had to, bro. That's what you're not comprehending right now. This is not a traditional sport.
I'm just saying.
I get it. No, I get what you're saying. What you're saying is they have help. JB and JT has help. They don't have to do it.
The Heat are not going to win if Jimmy plays bad. That's where I'm at with it. If y'all want to prove me wrong, go ahead. If Jimmy Butler plays bad, the Heat are not winning.
That's if Jimmy plays bad and Tyler plays good. I don't think Tyler played good the other day when Jimmy played good. But if Jimmy plays bad and Tyler plays good, I still think they have a chance of winning.
Didn't Tyler have like 16, 18?
That's not that he had 18 on it wasn't a good shooting night.
Hold on. Let me look because I
don't think it was a good shooting night.
I could be wrong, but I feel
But even then, Tyler can explode for 30, 35.
He can, but that team relies on Jimmy, fam. Hero had 18.
I mean, we could say relied on Jimmy, but the nigga just averaged 22 a game and was 6th man of the year, so they rely on him a lot.
He's at like 46% shooting.
It to me, it truly depends. Honestly, Gene, I'm gonna be honest. Y'all can look up like some of these players' stats, and you look at games just like you called out the Grant Williams game, the Al Horford game. I think Victor Oladipo had 3 20-point games this playoffs. Gabe Vincent had a 2 big games. They got players just like y'all that's capable. So I wouldn't say they aren't capable of winning. I think it might be a little tougher than like maybe if y'all didn't have a Tatum, you know what I'm saying? But I think they could be capable, man. It all falls back to on if Kyle Lowry gonna play this series. You know, people don't be giving Kyle Lowry his respect, but he mattered a lot to that team too.
He does.
But like,
Gene don't respect Heat players except for Jimmy Butler. Let's just throw that out there. Gene don't respect no nigga on the Heat except for Jimmy Butler.
What the hell?
He don't. Right. He don't respect PJ Tucker.
You're right.
Well, I don't know. I respect the Heat culture. I have since for a while now, but honestly, when we played them in the finals, I think it was like a lot of people had it. I guess would be clear that we was gonna win, but man, they play hard, and at the end of the day, shoot, I think Kyle Lowry brought that energy back because
well, you did this earlier this season, Twan. Jimmy's great. He's an amazing superstar, and if you don't like Jimmy Butler, something's wrong with you. He's just
LA.
Coming out of Marquette.
LA.
It's a heart-filled player that's just gritty, and he wants to get it done. He ain't too flashy about it. He's a lovable guy, man. So I respect him in that sense, but you hit it on the head earlier this season. Jimmy's great, but Eric Spoelstra is just an amazing coach to be where he's at. And, by the way, he's 6-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Hey, can I tell y'all want to know something? Y'all want to know something about Spoelstra?
In his career as a coach, he has never lost a conference final.
I didn't even know that. But
that's wild.
Hey, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? Or ask you something more so? Why do y'all think Spoelstra is a good coach? I just want to know why y'all think.
Because he's remained relevant without A-list stars.
One, I think.
I'm not saying he's not a good coach. I'm just wondering why y'all think he is a good coach.
All right, I
told you in a very short answer.
Watch Spo's plays, situation plays. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in the half plays, whether it's late game, or just out of a timeout. Watch the plays, even if they're not successful. Two, once I saw when Bron went over there with Bosch and all them, and he made Bosch commit on the defensive end. Like anybody that go over there plays defense, and I think that starts with your head coach. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, like your head coach.
And that's the Pat Riley tone.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Everybody, in order for a team to be successful, everyone has to be on board, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, if your best player don't respect the coach like that, they ain't gonna play defense. You know what I'm saying? So Jimmy Butler play defense, but literally everybody, even for the people that don't really, aren't really good defensively, are gonna try on that team because you're not gonna play if you don't play defense, kind of like y'all team. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like he a part of that culture too. Because when I was younger, I don't remember Miami being a defensive team like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they was like.
So I'm gonna accredit it to the fact that, and I may get the years wrong. I can't remember the years off the top of my head. I think it was 15, maybe 20. Spoelstra was he was a video coordinator for the Heat.
Yeah.
For 15 and 20. So he used to break their film down. So
That's
he used to break their film down and cut their clips up. And so
let me give you another stat, bro. Spoelstra and the Heat are the best third quarter team in the league this year. So like Twan talked about, his drawed up plays, his drawed up situations. Coming out of the half, they have been the best team in the third, which means they know how to adjust. That's what that says loudly.
But you know what? One thing that I can attest to though, and I found this out when I went to the G League and was with Grand Rapids. When we in college and how we used to do film in college, we used to start from the beginning of the game and literally watch fucking play by play. We would be 40 minutes in the film and the score would be fucking 4-4, and we ain't even made it by. When you get to the league or even the G League, they specifically go in there. And it's almost like a PowerPoint presentation where the first 2 minutes of film is offensive transition. The next is defensive transition. The next is rotations. The next is it could be hyper switching. Whatever your game plan is, they cutting it up in the clips like that. And so when you watch it, it's like, they'll show you the bad stuff that you're doing, but they'll also show you the good stuff that you're doing and say, we need to do more of this. So I'm thinking of like with Spoelstra being the video coordinator and having to do that for so many years. He's broken down so much film and seen so many different scenarios where he can just go in there and be the coach that he is because of that experience from being a video coordinator. Him just watching all the X's and O's and the schemes and everything that he's seeing on film makes it so easy for him to get in there because he's damn near seen. If you do video film on the NBA for 15 years, know what I'm saying? I know the game has changed, but it's almost like, damn, I done seen everything in a sense. And it's like shit. Even what the Heat won the last championship in 14, and then Golden State won 2015, or did they win 20? No, they won 2012, 2013. San Antonio won 2014. But even still, that's a close time frame. But even him to go in and with him having that experience, even switching to a head coach is like, man, I've been doing this shit for 15 years. I can go and break this shit down as a head coach and see exactly what's going on and develop my game plan the way I can develop it. And it's like Twan said, no matter the type of people that he really gets in that system, everybody buys into that system. And you can't really be good in the league without one or two superstars. So of course, if you don't have that, the team ain't gonna really be good. But the fact of just taking that experience from being a video coordinator, you can see why he's a fucking hell of a coach.
But he will go down in history, but I know he's a rookie. I'm not trying to be biased. Ime Udoka is an amazing coach as well. And so I'm very excited about this series, man, to see what they do game 2. I pray to God Marcus Smart at least comes back. They're saying Horford is doubtful because of protocol.
They said he might miss game 2 and 3.
Hey, I want both teams to be healthy just to see what greatness looks like, bro. Because that series we just got out of, we deserve another good one.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you this: why do you think
Milwaukee was like up here as far as entertainment and intensity and all that? I don't want injuries to bring down this series. But go ahead, man.
What do you think is the difference between Ime and Brad? Do you think Brad lost the locker room?
Brad didn't care. Let me not say that. Brad was not as focused on defense as Ime is. And Ime has preached it for the entire season. And even when the Celtics were losing, that not all the productivity on offense has to come through the stars, which is what makes him dangerous.
So if Brad was the coach, do y'all beat Brooklyn?
No, I don't think so. Well, Brooklyn maybe just because of the firepower, but we definitely don't beat Milwaukee at all.
So you don't. So if we say that Boston beat Brooklyn because of their defensive schemes, if Brad really couldn't coach a defensive scheme, do you think that what scheme could Brad have thrown out there to win?
It was offense first. What Brad did with 3 different point guards and through the drafts, he kept if y'all notice the Celtics over the last 6-7 years, they kept drafting point guards in the first round. Did y'all know that?
That's like the fucking Magic drafting bigs every year, and they finna draft another big.
Small scoring point guards in the first round almost every single year. That's what Brad ran in college. A lot of people don't know he won at Butler. He won a national championship.
Yeah, Gordon Hayward at Butler.
He also, which was funny, I was in 11th grade, 10th or 11th grade when Brad Stevens was actually there to watch us play at my high school gym. He was recruiting at that time. And I remember meeting him there before he was ever a Celtic.
So that's why you like Brad so much. He came to watch that 48-inch vertical. Okay. He came to see that 48. He came to see you. He thought you Robert Williams before Robert Williams. That's what he's okay.
Not to get too far off, what I'm saying is Brad has always been offensive minded. He's very smart with his offenses. He's done a lot. Look at IT, look at Kemba Walker, look at what he tried to do with Kyrie. But injuries happened with both those last 2 point guards.
Kemba stink. Okay, I'm done.
Y'all great.
Injuries. Hold. Let's not go down that road, please. Please.
All right.
Please.
Okay.
I said injuries. Okay.
Okay.
But that has been the switch because, again, team-wise, I don't care who your coach is. Brooklyn does not beat the Celtics no matter who they're coaching.
Are you sure?
But who their coach is.
Are you sure?
If Steve Nash is in Brooklyn,
they got swept. Why are we doing this?
Like, no. But he said. So if Spoelstra was the coach, Brooklyn wouldn't have a chance of winning.
Not at all. They don't have the firepower. They don't have the manpower, bro. So
they lost by 18 points in 4 games. That's not enough. I could see if they was getting smacked. They didn't lose a game by over 15 points.
So my opinion, Robert Brown, is that
no way we did that on the podcast. No fucking way.
No, bro, you're getting on my nerves. I'm just trying to get through this, man. All I'm saying, God, you over there weak. All I'm saying is if Brad Stevens was the coach, Milwaukee smacks the Celtics. Badly.
Oh, man.
Badly.
Bob hurt.
I'm gonna have to check my credit cards and Social Security after this. Nigga, I'm finna get all my information. He out here saying any and everything.
My bad, bro. My bad. I'll just whenever you get to talking about the Nets, man.
Jeannie Johns at Hotmail.
I'm about to be done.
John.
Anyway,
I don't know though. I mean, I know we ain't gonna talk about Brooklyn. I mean, I know they got their ass kicked. I think if they had a different coach, it wouldn't be like that though. But we'll save that for another day. Let's switch over to this goddamn how Dallas just got worn, and basically what Golden State did to Luka is what I expected Dallas to do to Steph, and I didn't see that. I saw.
There's no way Dallas can do that to Steph.
Why they can't? Every other team fucking did it to Steph.
Because of Clay and Jordan Poole.
That doesn't mean anything. Do you know how many times, if you watch the Cleveland series and if you go back and watch the Toronto series, they made sure that Steph was guarding the offensive guard? I saw when they played Toronto in the chip, Steph turning around, waving his hand like, "Please come help me," because he didn't want to guard Fred VanVleet.
Mm-hmm.
So I was expecting to see that happen. And they tried it a couple times with Dinwiddie because Luka was tired because they was putting Luka in the pick and roll and he can't guard water. So it made him a little, tired to where he couldn't have been as effective on the offensive end. But I definitely expected Dallas to do that to Steph.
Why would they? I just don't.
Because Steph is the weakest defender on the court in that unit. Steph, Clay, Poole, Draymond, Wiggins. Steph is the weakest defender in that unit.
I thought you meant on defense they would go at Steph.
No, I'm saying, yeah, when Warriors is on defense, I was expecting them to do more putting Steph in the pick and roll to force him to guard the ball. They did it a little bit with Dinwiddie. Oh, you thought I was saying the other way around?
The other way around, where they would be smothering Steph when Steph's on offense, they would be
trapped. No. Making Steph guard the way that the Warriors was making Luka guard.
Well, if you saw the game, you did. It really wasn't that they could go at Steph because the help defense was crazy. That's what was frustrating Luka. A lot of turnovers and bad shots was from help defense and them just pushing them certain ways. But they were playing a man zone almost. But
I also saw them playing Steph boxing 1-2.
It was a lot of help defense tonight, and the Warriors put in a team effort. Shocked the crap out of Luka, but guess what? They say it all the time. Great players bounce back.
One game. I got Warriors in 6.
So I'm looking forward to game 2 with Tatum to see. Tatum always responds, always in his career. Luka always responds. I'm excited for game 2. I don't think Jimmy's going to get 40 again. If he does, good God, good luck, Celtics. Because if he on that type of energy, bro.
He may not get 40 in game 2.
Nah.
But he might get 40 again this series.
He might again this series.
Who was guarding him that much?
In the finals, by the way. He gave us 30 in the finals.
For the record, I believe, I'm sure they'll come out with a stat after 2 or 3 games. Jimmy only scored like 4 or 5 points on Tatum. Tatum was not locking Jimmy up. But Jimmy wasn't getting off until they switched. Jimmy wasn't getting off until they put Pritchard on him.
Right.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something.
Derek White and Peyton
Pritchard was getting, that's what they was doing to Peyton, singling him out, making him guard.
Jimmy had 10 free throws in the first half because Derek White just couldn't stop fouling him. So you played Peyton Pritchard for 30-plus minutes, which I don't think he's done that in his career as a Celtic.
Marcus Smart ain't playing. You got to do something.
And all of a sudden, Jimmy goes for 40, and everybody's so excited. It's like, bro, you got a little mouse on you. But
you know what that does though? It's bad because now you get, the Heat had days off because they had won. Mm-hmm. Now you literally just let Jimmy get a rhythm.
Hey, it's gonna be a good season.
You gotta think. No, it does matter because now you gotta think at the beginning of the game the Heat looked rusty, bro. They looked rusty at the beginning of the game. Now you put Peyton Pritchard on Jimmy, and Jimmy's basically working out.
Yeah.
I got both teams winning their first 2 at home. Then it's gonna get interesting.
It's gonna get real interesting if that's the case.
That's gonna be
I felt like it was gonna be game 1. I felt like it was going to be game one. I did not expect that fumble. They still bounced back in the fourth, but it wasn't enough. I still think the Celtics are going to take one of these home games.
They got one more chance.
If y'all take one this early, y'all have to go up 3-1.
Got to. Can't play around with these boys. Do not play around.
If not,
do not play around because they got home court advantage, son.
Y'all better hope y'all don't go down 3-1.
I don't see it going. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be y'all.
What I'm saying is Miami winning game 2.
Our first 2 home games.
Miami winning game 2 at home. Y'all gonna win game 3.
Game 2 gonna be a good game though, and I think game 3 gonna be a good game. The Celtics gonna win.
But what I'm saying is, what if Miami go in there and steal game 4?
They ain't gonna steal it. I'm telling you, both.
I mean, them niggas is robbing.
Okay.
Bro, listen, man. Let's just be careful. It's going
2-2 either way. Even if Boston still won game 2.
I said Miami in 7 though, but
it's going. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be 2-2 after fall.
I said Miami in 7, but I'm just saying, don't be surprised if them Jack boys show up.
By the way, it's 2022.
Yeah, please take them off. I'm so tired of seeing that ring light reflecting out them goddamn glass.
What's wrong with y'all?
I don't know, bro. It has been a long time since the East has been this competitive.
Yeah.
The East has been crazy during this playoffs. Specifically every team the Celtics play. Because the Philly joint, if Joel was there the whole time, I think it would have been a much better series. But I'm just loving what's happening in the East right now, man. The West is kind of just polarized. We'll see what happens. I still
Golden State.
Yeah. I hope to God that the Mavericks
hold on Golden State and Miami.
Well,
yeah, Golden State, Miami, man.
The thing with the Mavericks and Golden State, and I don't want to talk about, I mean, we pretty much out of time, but the thing with Golden State and the Mavs, bro, is I pay attention to the way teams lose versus the loss itself. The way the Celtics lost lets me know this is going to be a good series. You know what I mean?
It's going to be a good series.
The way
I got Golden State in 6, bro.
The way Dallas lost, I'm like, y'all better figure something out.
Well, they lost like that against Utah, and they lost Dallas, like that against what you call it. That's why I got Dallas it in 6.
Ain't going, man.
I didn't say they were.
I know. I'm just saying because I've seen this behavior. I ain't saying they're gonna win a series or nothing like that, but best believe it's gonna be it's not about to be a short series. If it's gonna be a short series, then I'm just gonna be shocked. But
yeah, because they got blew out by Phoenix game 1, right? It was bad.
Yeah, and they got blown out by Utah game 1.
I know, and game 5
or game 2, Utah. One of them when they got blown out.
Shout out Jason Kidd, man.
Hey, real quick before we wrap it up, starting lineup of the 5 most grittiest players in the league.
Grittiest?
Oh, we got to go off grittiest?
Grittiest.
Wow. And we have to do it by position, or we could just choose players and put them up?
I mean, we want a center as a center. You can do 2 point guards for point and shooting guard.
Gritty?
On the centers.
Gritty is crazy.
Gritty is crazy.
I'm going to go Pat Bev.
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
Marcus Smart.
I
got EJ at the 4. Jimmy at the 3. Gritty center. Centers be gritty boy. Now who's a gritty center?
Giannis's game is gritty. His personality is not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need personality and game.
His game is gritty, though. John Morant do the gritty every game.
That's been another episode. No. But I'm gonna come back to my center. Y'all go ahead. I gotta figure out a gritty center. I would have said if Boogie was still Boogie, I would have had Boogie. But
I don't know if that exists.
I feel like you picking stars, and I'm really thinking about gritty.
No, I'm thinking gritty.
Gritty centers.
I got I got Pat Bev. I got Marcus Smart.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't doing positions, man. I'll give you a center. I got Jose.
Is that gritty or is that entertainment, bro?
It's
that's
gritty.
a small 1 through 3.
It ain't entertainment.
Nah, he really that guy.
Think about them.
So you got Jose more grit. Well, you said you're not doing
Think about him coming up from behind for steals. What they showing on the highlights. Jose is gritty, bro. I'm telling you.
Okay, Jose.
Who else I'll throw in there?
I'm gonna mess y'all up with my lineup.
I think, man, it really ain't like no real gritty bigs in the league no more. I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna go with Giannis at big. I know his personality is
I'm gonna say I could say Giannis is center, but I was thinking personality and play. That's why. But I could say Giannis is center.
Personality wise, cool guy, nice guy, but on that court, he a monster. You can't deny that.
I wanted to put Drew in there, but Drew a nice guy. He gritty on the court.
Drew,
he a nice guy.
Somebody that's
I don't care nothing about that personality. Drew a dog on that court. You understand?
Nice I gotta put Jimmy in there though.
Got to.
Jimmy gotta be in there.
I gotta put Jimmy in there, so that's 4. I just need a center.
I can run through mine right now.
Let me go ahead.
Marcus Smart at the 1.
Hmm.
I got Drew Holiday at the 2.
Hmm.
Actually, I'll switch those out. Drew at the 1, Marcus at the 2, Jimmy at the 3.
Oh,
Bobby Portis at the 4.
Okay.
Giannis at the 5.
I got Draymond in my 5.
Ooh.
Draymond in my center. Draymond's in my center. Oh, there we go. Draymond's. So I got Pat Bev, Marcus Smart, Jimmy, PJ Tucker, Draymond.
I wish we could line it up on 2K because I would wear y'all out.
I did that on purpose. I asked y'all that on purpose so I could make the video. I asked y'all on purpose so I could go make the video. I just had to see what the lineup was gonna be.
Yeah, I ain't. I wasn't thinking about scoring, man. I'm just thinking about
just gritty and guarding.
Hey, Bobby Portis is gritty.
Man,
I love Bobby Portis, man. But yeah,
that's the only Bobby you love, man. Hey, man, that's another episode of the Open Run Podcast. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate all the support. So if you're watching on YouTube, man, make sure y'all hit the like, sub up to the channel. We're going to get the audio rolling. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, we'll be on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all that good stuff, whatever we can get on. Yeah, man, we'll catch y'all on that next episode, baby.